What if the only thing standing between you and the life you've always dreamed of is the decision to act every single day? Elon Musk didn't build Tesla, SpaceX, or Neuralink with motivation alone. He did it by pushing himself relentlessly through doubt, through failure, through exhaustion to take action when most people would have quit. This is the mindset that creates unstoppable success. And today, you're going to learn exactly how he does it and how you can too. Discuss Elon Musk's early challenges and emphasize the importance of daily action despite setbacks. Explain why consistent effort beats occasional bursts of motivation. Share anecdotes that showcase his relentless work ethic and mindset. What if I told you the difference between where you are now and the life you dream of is simply the decision to take action every single day? Imagine if, like Elon Musk, you could push yourself so relentlessly that failure isn't an option, but just a stepping stone on the path to greatness. Elon Musk didn't wake up one day as the world's most famous entrepreneur. His journey is proof that extraordinary success comes from a single, unwavering habit: pushing yourself to act no matter what. Long before Tesla's sleek cars rolled off assembly lines or rockets blasted into space, Elon faced countless struggles that would have stopped most people in their tracks. Dropping out of Stanford after just 2 days, facing financial ruin multiple times, and enduring personal hardships, these were not setbacks for Musk. They were challenges to overcome with action. The real secret behind his towering achievements is not just genius or luck, but relentless daily effort. You see, most people wait for motivation to strike or a perfect moment to act. Elon knows that motivation is fleeting, but action creates momentum. He pushes himself daily to do what needs to be done, whether it's designing a rocket engine, negotiating with investors, or responding to a team member's problem at 2 a.m. This discipline, this habit of taking consistent action, is the fuel that powers his empire. Think about your own goals right now. How often do you postpone the tasks that make the biggest difference? How often do you wait to feel ready or inspired? Elon's story teaches us that waiting for the right feeling is a trap. Instead, you push forward every day, no matter how small the step, because even the smallest action repeated consistently builds unstoppable momentum. From his early days coding and creating startups in South Africa to his bold ventures in electric vehicles and space travel, Elon Musk's life is a masterclass in the power of action. Every setback was met with a decision to keep going, to do more, to act harder. That choice, made daily, transformed him from a young dreamer into a visionary changing the world. So, what does it really mean to push yourself every day? It means committing to move forward even when you don't want to. It means embracing discomfort because that's where growth happens. It means setting aside doubt and fear and choosing action instead. This isn't just Elon Musk's story, it's the blueprint for anyone who wants to break free from average and build something extraordinary. Because the truth is, your dreams are closer than you think. But only if you choose to take action. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Now, let's dive deeper into how Elon Musk structures his days and harnesses the power of daily habits to keep pushing himself forward, no matter what. If you want to understand what it takes to make consistent progress on your biggest goals, you're in the right place. Ever wonder why some people seem to achieve more in a day than others do in a month? The answer lies in action-driven habits. Explore how Elon breaks his huge goals into manageable daily tasks and the power of structured routines. Detail the impact of time blocking and intense focus on productivity. Highlight how Musk's daily discipline drives his massive projects forward. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to accomplish more in a single day than most do in an entire month? What if the secret to their success lies not in working harder, but in working smarter in how they organize their time and approach each task? Elon Musk, one of the world's most productive visionaries, understands this better than anyone. His secret weapon? Breaking down overwhelming goals into manageable daily actions and crafting routines that make relentless progress inevitable. From launching rockets to revolutionizing the auto industry, Musk's projects are monumental in scale. But these achievements don't happen overnight or through spontaneous inspiration. They are the result of countless deliberate steps taken day after day. Imagine if you could harness that power, transforming giant ambitions into small, focused tasks that you can accomplish right now. Elon's approach to productivity starts with a simple but powerful principle. Divide your time into clearly defined blocks and assign specific tasks to each. Known as time blocking, this technique helps eliminate distractions and forces focus on what truly matters. Instead of a chaotic to-do list, Musk plans his day down to the minute, toggling between meetings, technical problem solving, and creative work with laser-sharp concentration. But what truly sets him apart is his ability to prioritize relentlessly. With so many competing demands, Musk asks himself one critical question repeatedly: what task will bring me closest to my goal today? This focus prevents him from getting lost in busy work or distractions. Every action he takes serves a purpose in moving his vision forward. Consider the power of this mindset in your own life. When faced with an enormous goal, whether it's starting a business, learning a new skill, or improving your health, the key is to break it down. Instead of trying to solve everything at once, chunk your goal into small, actionable tasks, and then schedule time to work on those tasks consistently. Elon also believes in the batching of similar tasks. He groups meetings and calls back-to-back, freeing large blocks of uninterrupted time for deep work. This approach minimizes the mental cost of context switching and maximizes creative output. Imagine how much more you could accomplish if you reduced distractions and focused on one priority at a time. But structure alone isn't enough. Elon fuels this system with extraordinary discipline and self-expectation. He holds himself accountable to the highest standards and expects nothing less than relentless action, even when motivation wanes or obstacles appear. This chapter teaches us that achieving monumental goals is rarely about luck or bursts of motivation. It's about mastering your time, ruthlessly prioritizing, and committing to daily progress. Elon Musk's methodical approach to time and tasks is a blueprint that anyone can adopt to push themselves harder every day. So, as you think about your biggest dreams, ask yourself, are you breaking your goals into daily, manageable actions? Are you protecting your time like Elon does? If not, now is the time to start. Because consistent, focused action isn't just a habit, it's the engine that turns dreams into reality. Up next, we'll explore one of the biggest barriers to action, fear, and how Elon Musk confronts it head-on to keep moving forward when most would freeze. Stay tuned. Facing fear and uncertainty is part of taking action. Elon Musk didn't invent the future by playing it safe. Dive into overcoming fear of failure and procrastination. Use Musk's career setbacks and near bankruptcies as examples of pushing through fear. Encourage viewers to take imperfect action rather than waiting for the perfect moment. What if I told you that fear is not a sign to stop, but a signal to push harder? Most people let fear hold them back from taking the actions that could change their lives. Elon Musk, however, has faced fears so massive that they could have crushed his spirit, yet he chose to act anyway. In this chapter, we'll dive into how Musk confronts fear and uncertainty head-on, turning what terrifies most into fuel for unstoppable action. Imagine standing on the edge of a career that's about to collapse. That's exactly where Musk was when Tesla and SpaceX both faced near bankruptcy. The stakes were unimaginably high, yet instead of surrendering to fear, Musk doubled down. He invested his last dollars, worked around the clock, and refused to let fear dictate his choices. Fear, by its very nature, is uncomfortable. It whispers doubts, magnifies risks, and tempts us to procrastinate. But Musk teaches us that waiting to feel safe or ready is the biggest trap of all. Taking action despite fear is what separates dreamers from doers. It's what turns visionary ideas into reality. In Musk's world, fear isn't the enemy and action is, and he's not alone in this mindset. Psychologists have long studied how fear of failure leads to procrastination and paralysis. The antidote? Action. The simple act of starting creates momentum that weakens fear's grip. Think about your own fears. Maybe you're afraid of rejection, criticism, or making mistakes. What if you face those fears with Elon's attitude, pushing yourself forward, step by step? What would happen if you refused to let fear decide your future? Musk also embraces risk by reframing failure as learning. Each setback becomes a lesson, not a verdict. When SpaceX's rockets exploded on the launch pad, instead of quitting, Musk analyzed every mistake and tried again with greater resolve. This mindset makes fear less paralyzing and more like a challenge to overcome. Taking imperfect action is another key. Elon rarely waits for perfect conditions. Instead, he launches, iterates, and improves on the go. Waiting for certainty is a luxury most entrepreneurs can't afford. And you don't have to either. Even small, imperfect steps keep the wheels turning and reduce fear's power. This chapter is a powerful reminder that fear doesn't have to stop you. Instead, it can become the fuel that powers your daily action. By pushing yourself to act despite discomfort and uncertainty, you build resilience, confidence, and momentum that carry you closer to your goals every day. So, the next time fear threatens to freeze you, remember Elon Musk's example. Action is your weapon. Start small if you must, but start now. Because the world belongs to those who move forward despite the fear. Your mind can be your biggest ally or your worst enemy. Elon Musk mastered controlling his mindset to fuel unstoppable action. Discuss the mental frameworks and philosophies Musk uses to stay motivated and focused daily. Introduce concepts like first principles thinking and positive self-talk as tools to push beyond limits. Your mind can be your greatest ally or your most relentless enemy. For Elon Musk, mastering his mindset is one of the essential tools that fuel his unstoppable drive to take action every day. In this chapter, we'll uncover how Musk controls his mental state to maintain focus, motivation, and resilience no matter what obstacles come his way. Imagine a mind that doesn't get distracted by doubt, negativity, or the endless noise of criticism. That's the kind of mental strength Musk has cultivated. But it didn't come by chance. It's the result of deliberate effort to reframe thoughts, manage emotions, and focus only on what matters. One of the core principles Musk follows is called first principles thinking. Instead of accepting conventional wisdom or simply copying what others do, he breaks problems down to their most basic truths and rebuilds from there. This mindset doesn't just create innovation, it sharpens his mental clarity and keeps his actions aligned with reality rather than fear or assumptions. Elon also practices intense focus. He blocks out distractions like social media noise, unproductive meetings, and self-doubt to give his full attention to the problem at hand. This ability to concentrate deeply allows him to accomplish more in a few hours than many do in days. But controlling mindset isn't only about logic, it's about managing emotions too. Musk acknowledges that fear, frustration, and stress are natural, but he trains himself not to be ruled by them. Instead of letting negative emotions derail his progress, he channels them as signals to adjust or push harder. Positive self-talk plays a huge role. Rather than falling into the trap of, "I can't" or "this is impossible," Musk consciously chooses empowering thoughts like, "this can be solved," or "we will make it work." These affirmations may sound simple, but they form the mental foundation for sustained action. The way Musk views failure is also a mindset game changer. Instead of seeing failure as a defeat, he treats it as feedback, essential information that guides the next move. This shift turns fear of failure into curiosity and motivation to keep trying. Another powerful tool Musk uses is visualization. He vividly imagines the end goal rockets landing safely, cars driving themselves, a future with sustainable energy, and lets that vision pull him through the hard days. Visualization creates emotional connection and purpose, which fuels consistent action even when energy is low. Controlling your mindset, like Elon does, is not about being perfect or never feeling doubt. It's about training your brain to return to focus, stay positive, and move forward regardless. It's a daily practice of mental discipline that turns overwhelm into clarity and hesitation into momentum. So, ask yourself, how are you managing your thoughts and emotions? Are you letting fear or negativity control your actions? Or can you start practicing first principles thinking, positive self-talk, and visualization to build mental resilience? By mastering your mindset, you lay the foundation for pushing yourself to take action every day, no matter what challenges arise. The mind shapes your reality, and Elon Musk's example shows that cultivating the right mental habits is the key to unlocking unstoppable drive. Action without learning is like driving blindfolded. Elon Musk's relentless curiosity fuels his daily drive to act smarter, not just harder. Explain how constant learning, adapting, and iterating help sustain daily action. Showcase Musk's habit of reading widely and applying knowledge directly to his work and goals. Action without learning is like driving blindfolded. You might move forward, but you won't know if you're heading in the right direction. Elon Musk knows this well. One of the most powerful fuels behind his relentless daily drive is his insatiable curiosity and commitment to continuous learning. In this chapter, we'll explore how Musk's thirst for knowledge supercharges his ability to push himself every single day. Imagine having the mindset that every day offers a new opportunity to learn something that will bring you closer to your goals. That's exactly how Elon approaches life and work. He reads voraciously across fields from physics to engineering, artificial intelligence to rocket science, absorbing ideas and applying them directly to his ventures. But Musk's learning is not passive. He actively questions assumptions, seeks expert opinions, and dives deep into understanding the fundamentals of problems. This deep knowledge allows him to make smarter decisions and innovate faster. When you understand how something works at a foundational level, you can break barriers and create breakthroughs. This commitment to learning also means Elon never stops improving. He embraces the idea that no matter how much you achieve, there's always more to discover. That hunger for knowledge prevents complacency and keeps the fire of action burning bright. Think about your own journey. Are you learning every day? Are you feeding your mind with ideas, skills, and perspectives that sharpen your edge? Even small steps, reading a few pages, watching a tutorial, asking questions can compound into massive growth over time. Elon also understands that learning accelerates when it's directly tied to action. He doesn't just collect knowledge for the sake of it. Instead, he applies what he learns immediately, tests new ideas, and iterates rapidly. This cycle of learning and doing creates momentum and keeps him moving forward. This chapter teaches us that pushing yourself to act every day is inseparable from pushing yourself to learn every day. Curiosity fuels persistence. Knowledge empowers action. When you combine both, you create a powerful feedback loop that propels you toward success. So the next time you feel stuck or unmotivated, remember, expanding your mind can reignite your drive. Seek out new knowledge, experiment boldly, and never stop growing. Like Elon Musk, make learning an essential part of your daily action plan. Coming up, we'll reveal how Elon treats time as his most precious resource and how you can manage yours to maximize every moment of action. Time is the most precious resource. How you use each minute defines your progress. Elon Musk treats every second like it counts. Highlight Musk's time management strategies and how he eliminates distractions to maximize productive action. Include practical advice for viewers to make their time work for them. Time is the most precious resource we all have, yet most of us squander it without a second thought. Elon Musk treats every minute like it's gold because to him, it truly is. In this chapter, we'll uncover how Musk's ruthless time management and respect for every moment supercharge his ability to push himself to take action every day, no matter how overwhelming the challenges. Imagine viewing time as your most valuable asset, the one currency you can never get back. That mindset alone transforms how you make decisions, prioritize tasks, and fight distractions. Elon's day is broken down into tiny blocks, sometimes as short as 5 minutes, to ensure that every second is dedicated to a purpose that moves him closer to his goals. But managing time isn't just about scheduling every minute. It's also about ruthlessly eliminating anything that wastes your energy or focus. Elon is famous for cutting out unnecessary meetings, ignoring trivial interruptions, and saying no to distractions that don't align with his mission. This discipline creates deep pockets of uninterrupted time where real progress happens. Think about how much time you lose to distractions like social media, emails, or multitasking. Elon's approach is the exact opposite. Protect your attention like a fortress and invest your time only in what truly matters. This laser focus enables him to achieve in one day what would take others weeks or months. Elon also uses a technique called batching, grouping similar tasks together to minimize the mental cost of switching gears. By handling meetings or calls back-to-back, he frees large chunks of time for deep work where he can solve complex problems and create innovations. Another lesson from Musk's time mastery is the power of urgency. He treats deadlines not as suggestions but as commitments, creating momentum through pressure. This sense of urgency fuels daily action, helping him avoid procrastination and stay on track. Your own time is just as valuable as Elon's. The question is, how are you treating it? Are you protecting it fiercely or letting it slip away in distractions and indecision? By adopting even a fraction of Musk's time management habits, you can unlock more hours for meaningful action every day. Remember, it's not about working longer hours, but making every hour count. Time is your leverage. Use it wisely and push yourself to act with urgency and purpose. Next, we'll explore the power of habits, the secret weapon Elon Musk uses to keep the momentum alive even on the toughest days. When motivation fades, habits keep you moving. Elon Musk's secret is building unstoppable momentum through habits. Describe the role of building strong, positive habits that automate action. share insights on habit stacking, reward systems, and how to keep momentum alive even when enthusiasm dips. When motivation fades, and it will, what keeps you moving? Elon Musk's secret isn't just raw willpower or bursts of energy. It's powerful, well-crafted habits that automate his daily action and create unstoppable momentum. In this chapter, we'll dive into how Musk builds habits that keep him pushing forward even when enthusiasm runs low. Think about your own life. How often do you start a new project full of excitement, only to lose steam after a few days or weeks? The problem isn't your goal, it's the lack of habits that support consistent action. Elon understands this deeply. He doesn't rely on motivation because motivation fluctuates like the weather. Instead, he relies on habits, routines, so ingrained they require minimal effort or thought. Building habits means creating a system where the right actions happen almost automatically. For Elon, this includes disciplined work hours, regular review sessions, and a lifestyle that supports his productivity. When action becomes habit, it removes the mental barrier of, should I do this now? And replaces it with automatic forward motion. One technique Musk uses is habit stacking, where he links new actions to existing habits. For example, checking key metrics might be tied to the start of his workday, or brainstorming sessions could follow after lunch. This strategy makes new habits easier to adopt and sustain. Another factor is designing his environment to support habits. Elon surrounds himself with people, tools, and workflows that encourage efficiency and minimize distractions. This setup reduces friction and makes productive actions the default choice. Musk also uses rewards, not necessarily external prizes, but internal satisfaction and progress indicators to reinforce habits. Seeing results, no matter how small, fuels his drive to keep going. This positive feedback loop turns habits into a powerful engine for daily action. Importantly, Elon recognizes that habits aren't about perfection. Missed days or setbacks don't derail the system. The focus is on getting back on track quickly. This resilience ensures long-term momentum despite occasional lapses. For you, the lesson is clear. Focus on building habits that align with your goals. Start small, be consistent, and design your environment to make action easy. Over time, these habits become the backbone of your daily push forward, even when motivation is nowhere to be found. Failures aren't dead ends, they're stepping stones. Elon Musk turned every failure into fuel for his daily grind. Narrate stories of Musk's failures and how he used those experiences to double down on action. Inspire viewers to see failure as a natural and necessary part of the process. Failure. The word alone can make most people freeze in their tracks, doubting whether it's even worth trying anymore. But for Elon Musk, failure isn't a dead end, it's fuel. In fact, his greatest breakthroughs have often come on the heels of his most crushing setbacks. This chapter reveals how Musk transforms failure into the driving force that pushes him to take action every day, no matter the odds. Imagine launching a rocket that explodes moments after liftoff. For most, that might be the final straw, a reason to give up. But not for Musk. When SpaceX's rockets failed multiple times in the early years, each explosion was a lesson, a guidepost showing what needed to be fixed. Instead of retreating, Elon doubled down, analyzing every detail and pushing his team to improve relentlessly. This mindset, viewing failure as feedback, is a powerful shift. Instead of fearing failure, Musk treats it as a natural, even necessary, part of innovation and progress. It removes the stigma and fear that paralyze so many people, replacing it with curiosity and resilience. Failure also forces Musk to reevaluate and adapt. When Tesla struggled with production delays and financial pressure, rather than panicking, Elon used those challenges to sharpen his focus, streamline operations, and innovate solutions faster. Failure became a catalyst for action, not a reason to stop. This approach can transform how you see your own setbacks. Instead of seeing failure as proof you're not good enough, what if you saw it as a sign you're pushing your limits, growing, learning, and evolving? Every mistake, every setback, is a chance to gather valuable information and come back stronger. Elon Musk's example teaches us that persistence in the face of failure is one of the most powerful forms of pushing yourself. It's not about never falling down, it's about getting back up faster and with more determination. Moreover, embracing failure encourages experimentation and risk-taking. Musk understands that innovation requires trying things that might not work. Without the willingness to fail, you limit your potential and miss out on breakthroughs. So, when you face failure, whether in your career, your projects, or your personal goals, remember Elon's attitude. Use failure as fuel. Learn from it. Let it push you harder rather than holding you back. Because the truth is, every success story is built on countless failures. The difference is how you respond. Choose to push forward. Choose to turn failure into your greatest motivator. Next, we'll look at how the people around you can influence your daily action and how Elon Musk's environment drives him to push even harder. Surround yourself with greatness, and your actions will reflect it. Elon Musk's circle drives him to act bigger every day. Discuss the influence of environment and relationships on daily action. Explain how Musk's partnerships and team motivate him to push harder. Offer tips on creating a supportive environment. Surround yourself with greatness, and your actions will reflect it. This simple truth is something Elon Musk lives by every day. In this chapter, we'll explore how the environment and the people around you have the power to either fuel your drive or drain your energy, and how Elon carefully curates his circle to keep pushing himself harder than ever. Imagine walking into a room filled with visionaries, problem solvers, and relentless doers. That's Elon's reality. He understands that ambition and energy are contagious, and that being around people who challenge him pushes his own limits further. It's not just about having smart people, it's about surrounding yourself with those who inspire action and hold you accountable. Musk is famously known for demanding excellence from his teams. But it's not just about high expectations, it's about creating a culture where taking action is the norm, not the exception. When everyone around you is hustling, innovating, and refusing to settle, it becomes easier to keep your own momentum. Your environment extends beyond just people. Elon meticulously designs his workspace, routines, and tools to eliminate friction and foster productivity. From cutting unnecessary meetings to using cutting-edge communication tools, every detail supports relentless forward motion. Think about your own circle and space. Who do you spend the most time with? Do they inspire you to take action or hold you back? How does your environment encourage or discourage your daily push forward? The right environment can amplify your efforts exponentially. Elon's example teaches us the power of influence. You don't have to do it alone. Build a network that challenges you, supports you, and pushes you to be better every day. And don't forget to be that person for others as well, creating a cycle of action and growth. So, if you want to push yourself daily like Elon Musk, start by evaluating and upgrading your environment. Choose to be around those who lift you higher, who hold you accountable, and who inspire relentless action. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality. Elon Musk's life is proof. Push yourself daily, and you can change the world. Wrap up by summarizing the key lessons on pushing yourself every day. Reinforce the mindset, habits, and strategies shared throughout the chapters. End with a powerful call to action for viewers to start moving now, no matter what. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality. Elon Musk's entire journey from a curious boy in South Africa to the architect of some of the world's most revolutionary companies proves this truth beyond doubt. In this final chapter, we'll tie together everything we've learned and inspire you to push yourself every day to transform your dreams into unstoppable momentum. Imagine a life where every day counts, where each action, no matter how small, moves you closer to the future you want. Elon Musk didn't get where he is by chance. He made a conscious decision to act every day to choose progress over comfort, effort over excuses, and persistence over surrender. We've seen how Musk breaks down enormous goals into manageable steps, conquers fear, masters mindset, relentlessly learns, controls time, builds habits, embraces failure, and surrounds himself with greatness. These aren't just isolated strategies. Together, they form a powerful system that anyone can adopt to create massive daily momentum. But it all starts with one simple truth: you have to push yourself. Waiting for motivation or perfect conditions is a trap. Real change comes when you commit to take action every single day, no matter how you feel. It's the compound effect of small wins, a steady march forward, that eventually breaks through barriers and creates extraordinary results. Ask yourself, what dream have you been putting off? What goal feels too big, too scary, or too distant? What if today you decided to push past hesitation and take just one step? That one step might be sending an email, writing a paragraph, making a phone call, or simply deciding to start. Elon Musk's story is proof that the impossible becomes possible when you keep pushing. It's not about talent or luck. It's about persistence, discipline, and relentless action. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be willing to start and to keep going. So here's your call to action. Push yourself every day. Embrace discomfort. Learn constantly. Manage your time like a treasure. Build habits that support your vision. Use failure as fuel. Surround yourself with people who inspire you. And most importantly, keep moving forward no matter what. Because when you do, you don't just achieve goals, you change your life. You inspire others. You create a legacy. Remember, the future belongs to those who act. Will you be one of them? Start today. You've heard the lessons. You've seen the mindset. You know what Elon Musk does differently. Now, the only question is, will you take action? Will you push yourself, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable? Because the truth is, action changes everything. Start today. Start now. And remember, success doesn't wait. Neither should you. Thanks for watching my video. If you found it helpful or inspiring, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon so you never miss an update. Your one comment can motivate us to create even better content. Stay curious, keep learning, and never stop growing. See you in the next video.